Good afternoon, dudes. Welcome back to Duty's Daggers. We have an unboxing today. A very, very interesting one. Now, I am a man that is very confident in his sexuality. If you know me, then you know that that is true. Very confident in who I am. But, when it comes to acts of love, and typically performed in a bedroom, um, I'm not so confident in myself. My size in that regard is less than average, just slightly less than average, but it still gets to you. It still kind of eats at your soul, knowing that you are less than average. And today we are going to remedy that with what's in this package. Also, please subscribe to the channel if you would, please. Here we go. This is a fat peepee. And I think it's going to really boost my confidence in the bedroom. It's a very small little knife. You can see FPP, that stands for fat peepee. And I wish it actually said fat peepee somewhere, but it does not. Let's see. Let me look on here. There we go. Yes. Just so you know, I'm not making it up. It's a black fat peepee. It's a black fat peepee knife. So there you go. Now I can perform without shame in the bedroom, knowing that, it's not a long peepee. It's not a long peepee, but it is a fat peepee. And sometimes girth is more important than length. Wow, that really is a short, stubby little peepee there. Damn. So this is a knife from, I don't even know what this is from. What's the company called? Stabby Labs. Stabby Labs. Oh, they're from California, too. Not even too far from me, either. So, it's kind of funny. The first short I ever saw from Mattisfaction, first video I ever saw from him, first time I ever saw him, period, was a short he did on this knife, the Fat Peepee. And I thought it was a joke. I didn't know the knife was named the Fat Peepee. And then I looked into it and I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of funny. And then I forgot about it. And then a few weeks ago, a viewer, I forget who it was. Sorry, man. I forgot your name. I forgot who you are. But one of my viewers recommended that I get one of these for the channel. And then I was like, oh yeah, I remember the Fat Peepee. So I went and looked, and they were only like 25 bucks, I think, around there. So I was like, yeah, that sounds kind of fun. So this might be my new package opener on the channel here. It's a very stubby Tanto blade. In fact, this portion of the Tanto is longer than the primary edge. It is a very shallow hollow grind down here, and well, it's also hollow up here. I think it's also hollow up here. So this would be a good little package opener, probably even using this point, or this one, either one. It's a frame lock, steel frame lock, no clip. You got a hole. It's probably a good candidate for a lanyard. Let me let the dog out. So yeah, I don't, this is kind of it's definitely a novelty kind of thing, unless you really just need a tiny knife for opening packages or something. I can roll it open with a thumb. It's on the heavy side. It is steel. Not sure the blade steel. It doesn't say anywhere. Probably not the best stuff. Let's compare it to a badass little knife, the McBee here. Smaller than the McBee even. Wow. The McBee, by the way, is the most badass tiny knife of all time. Absolutely love this thing. I have a Timascus scale on here from Way of Knife, and this is a Timascus bead I found on AliExpress. And this is what I like to open packages up with a lot of times here at the desk, and then when I'm carrying it, which is actually pretty often, I carry it in a little slip, and it's just like a little pocket razor blade, a really sexy pocket razor blade. But this here can serve the same sort of function. It definitely doesn't look as good, but it's got a cool name, the Fat Peepee. That's always kind of fun, right? You can roll it out. Let's see how sharp it is. Should we cut some paper? I mean, yeah, kind of. It's not that sharp. Let's try this edge. This is probably a better utility cutter, yeah. So, not really useful, actually. If this was like a Wharncliffe or even like a drop point even, it would have a lower tip for getting into packages and stuff. But having it this sort of aggressive Tonto, this is not the best tip. This tip is way up here, so you got to kind of like do this thing to get to it. If you're gonna have a micro knife, a tiny knife, it's gotta be a blade shape, something like this. It's gotta be, This doesn't make much sense. It is a 1.5 finger knife, I think it's got to be mostly a joke, right? This has got to be a joke knife. Because even as a tiny knife, it's not that practical. So, there you go. There's the Fat Peepee. It's fun to say. Also, I will give it that. There you go, folks. Nice short little one today. Bye-bye.